As you can see, it's quite ominous looking out here. I was gonna make another lap around, but instead I'm gonna go to the gym. I don't want to get rained on, because as you can see, that looks like a rain cloud. Oh, it's green. Wonder if that's green at night. The other ones are yellow. That's so weird. Oh, that one's green. That one's green. I guess they're getting ready for Halloween. That is the next holiday, right? Man, there's like barely any holidays between July. I mean, there's Memorial Day, but that's not really one of the big holidays. I mean, I don't know. I guess you can classify everything after October, like the wintry, harvesty type of holidays, as actual holidays. I guess I'm being biased. That's holiday season. So I'm not biased. It's just the fact. All of the holiday season happens between October and January. As you can hear, sirens. I don't know if you can hear, but there's sirens going on. So, about to cross the street here. Going to the clubhouse. To go to the gym and do some exercises. Mailboxes. Wonder if anybody's at the pool on this rainy, overcast evening. I don't know. I was gonna go to the pool. I mean, not the pool. The gym, but there's somebody in there, and I don't know. I don't like really being in that small gym with other people if it's not absolutely necessary, because I did that last night, and although it wasn't terrible, I could have done what I did at home and been a lot more content. So I'm just gonna do some more walking around here until I get rained out. So today was an awesome day. For an Enema update, I did another Enema today and it went well. Won't go into details, but I'm still on track. Funny thing is though, I wasn't very hungry all day today. And I know it was because of the enema, but I'm not sure what part of the enema process suppressed my hunger. Because it's like literally my stomach did not growl. I had a shake today, which I'll show you what I put in my shake this morning, like in another video maybe. But I put half a banana, a few chunks of pineapple, some water, some almonds. So that kind of makes it like almond milk when you put water and almonds and blend it together. It's like homemade almond milk instead of the watery store-bought kind. And then I also put some apricot kernels in there. My mom had gotten some. They're supposed to be like an anti-cancer cure because they've got B17 in them, and B17 kills cancer. But my mom stopped eating them. She didn't really eat them because she said they tasted bad. But they do not taste bad. They taste delicious. They taste even better and sweeter than almonds. It's good. I would honestly just munch on them. But needless to say, she didn't like them. And so they sat in the freezer for like a year or so until I realized they were in there. I didn't even know that she had bought them. And then one day I was looking in the freezer a couple months ago, and I see these apricot kernels. And on the one hand, I was proud of her that she went and bought some alternative treatment therapy. It's like, oh, things are actually getting through to her, you know? But then on the other hand, I'm like, why are these still in here? And they expired in like 2015 or something. So I've just been putting those in my smoothies, the apricot kernels. So I put apricot kernels, almonds, half a banana, pineapple chunks, water, and to top it all off, I put some, it's like raw greens. It's by Garden of Life. It's protein powder, and it's called raw greens in chocolate flavor. Raw greens by Garden of Life. And so it has like servings of your green vegetables in it. I don't usually drink that one. In fact, I don't drink that one, but my mom has all these like protein and meal powders that are like these huge containers, but only a little bit's left in them. So I'm just trying to finish off everything that she left. And I figured I'd try that chocolate today, since, you know, it'd be like a chocolate banana type of chocolate shake combination. And it turned out pretty good. So that's literally all I had today. And I wasn't even hungry all day today. And I usually, you know, get some type of hunger or need. But I didn't. So then I went ahead and just did my enema a little bit earlier. Like around 3:30. And then still wasn't hungry. So, and now I'm on my walk and I'm still not hungry. So I'm not sure. I know it's because of the enema, but I'm not sure if it's anything having to do with the physics of the enema, or is it because chemically there's caffeine in the coffee and stuff in the enema solution, and the caffeine, I don't know if caffeine's a hunger suppressant or whatnot, but yeah, whatever is going on, it's suppressing my hunger. And also, last night I was up until 3:30 a.m. So yes, and I also read online that the coffee enema does cause you to have some of the effects that you would have if you were to have drank the coffee. Although it's not as much, it's kind of a toned down version of drinking coffee. It's still there, and I definitely felt it last night. I was up till 3:30 a.m. not even tired. So I'm thinking of altering my protocol. I'm thinking of trying to find another enema solution or recipe, so that way I don't have to do coffee. Because I don't like the caffeine aspect of the coffee. I prefer to not be stimulated. So that's an update on the enema, how the enema is going. Update on the mouthwash, the homemade mouthwash I made. I tried it for the second time today, and I'm on the fence about it. I honestly don't think that it completely eliminates bad breath. I personally still feel like I taste a not so freshness in my mouth after I've swished that around for like 30 seconds to a minute. But we'll see. I'll try to like test it out on other people and see if their breath is freshened by it. Like my mom, I try to get her to test it, but she's like, your breath smells okay. And I was like, yeah, but she said yours doesn't stink. And I was like thinking, but you didn't really smell it, A, and B, I still taste like an what do you call it, like not odor, but not stench, like stale. Yeah, stale is the word. A staleness. And it's also like mixed with like the baking soda smell of like staleness and baking soda. So we'll see how that goes. So today was actually awesome because my mom got some like free clasps from a man to fix the windows of the house that she's selling. And because we were looking for a window treatment store and we couldn't find a window treatment store, like an actual physical location, we just were calling and people were just saying, oh, like, if you want to set up an appointment, I can come look at your windows. But one man, actually I'm acting like we called several. We just really only called two. And one of the two said that he said to take a picture of the class if we have it, and to take a picture and we can send it to his phone. So I did that. He said, yeah, he has the class that we need. And so he said, we called back and he was like, come by, I'll give you my address and you can come by and pick it up. And my mom was like, okay, where do you live? You know, can you text the address and how much do I owe you? He said, I'll tell you what, when you see me out, just give me a cup of coffee. And I was just like, wow, that's amazing. It just is awesome because it seems like lately, especially like, you know, I don't want to say bad things about Montgomery. I don't know if it's Montgomery specific, but I've just been feeling like I haven't had any experiences like that lately, where like people just do nice things for no reason. You know, like a spirit of generosity and abundance. seems like everybody's just like holding on tight to what they have, just scared. You don't really see people stepping out and doing stand-up things like that, you know, with the easy spirit, like with the spirit of like not wanting to receive anything back. You know, like it seemed like he was just a man just sitting at home. Like, he must own a business. That's his business, because he answers like, "This is Wayne speaking. How can I help you?" And also he's on Google Maps, his business, his window treatment business. And so it's not like he's just sitting at home doing nothing, but at the same time, that's like the vibe I got from him when he was talking, just sitting at home waiting to do something nice for someone. And that's just plain old awesome. So I'm inspired, and I would like to have that type of generosity, even if it's just smiling and waving at somebody on the street. That is honestly priceless. Money can't buy that. Literally, money can't buy it. You can't pay somebody to smile and wave at you when you walk by them. But it literally is a gift, though. And you don't have to do that for somebody. And it not only helps you, but it not only helps them, but it helps you. Giving helps you equally, if not more, than it helps that person. Of course, it all depends on how much in need that person is. If they literally are in desperate need, maybe your gift, I don't know, it's just all relative. It just depends. You may feel you have received just as much as you have given emotionally, even though their circumstance was more dire than your circumstances. So that was awesome. That happened today. And so that's what I'm going to take from that, is just to, and I've been wanting to do that anyways, just start smiling and waving more. And you know, the reason why I don't do it is because I don't want people to get the wrong feelings sometimes, like, or approach me, or, you know, be too quote unquote too friendly, because then people might misunderstand. But really, that's just, if I were to have that mentality, that's just blocking my own blessing and breakthrough and development. Not doing something just because what other people may or may not think. So we got another green light post over there. It's like intermittent green, yellow. Okay, so it turned out to not start raining after all. So yeah, that was an awesome thing that happened today. It's just, you know, nice just to wave and smile at people. I've been realizing sometimes I can come off as cold, and it can really negatively affect your environment and people around you. Because it's like we're all connected. We're all interconnected. And what one person fails to do affects everybody else. It's just like a ripple effect. And I want to be courageous enough to have a positive ripple effect. So that's what I'm going to do. It's all right. So today me and my mom went to Whole Foods also. And that was a good experience. We got turkey lunch meat. Their turkey lunch meat's good from Whole Foods. Cottage cheese. Because I originally wanted to reinstitute the Budwig protocol. I'd started doing the Budwig protocol with my mom a few years ago, and we stopped. But what the Budwig protocol is basically it's an anti-cancer treatment, which calls for the cancer patient, which one of the protocols in it is the select shake, and that's one of the things that they have to eat on the protocol. So it includes cottage cheese, flax oil, and freshly ground flax seeds. And you just mix those together. Of course, like, there's some specifics to the recipe, but that's like the baseline of it. You have to have those, and you could just mix in whatever else you want, like berries or whatever, which what we used to do, and it's actually really delicious. So that's what we were doing for a while when I was like full force in, alternative treatments and stuff like that. And so I wanted to maybe try it again, but I realized in the apartment that we're staying at, we don't have a coffee grinder, which is necessary to grind the flax seeds. So, I mean, even though, yes, that is an excuses, the fact of the matter is, it's not really that big of a deal to be going back on the Budwig meal plan. It's like, okay, we're getting cottage cheese, why not try the shakes again? But it's inconvenient. But that also kind of speaks to life in general. Like, what if it's kind of like goals in general? Like, if you don't have a really pressing reason to push through past excuses, then you're just gonna not do it. Like, what if it was necessary for us to start these Budwig shakes again? And I was just like, oh, we don't have a coffee grinder, I guess we're not doing it. And then we just didn't do it. That happens with a lot of things in our lives that kind of we half-heartedly say that we want to do, or that's a goal of ours, or that we want to start doing. We're like, oh, but I don't have this, or I don't have that. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the resources. And so we simply don't do it. Even though it's absolutely necessary for us to progress through in life. It's absolutely necessary for us to progress in life, us doing that thing. But we don't, because, some small, minuscule technicality that can be fixed by just going to the store and, for instance, buying another coffee grinder. But like I said, it's not necessary for us to go do this Budwig thing again. So it doesn't really apply. But I know for my life, I'm trying to get rid of all those little minuscule technicality excuses when it comes to my goals and things on my to-do list. Like, in order to get anything done in life that's of significance, you have to literally press through and be hard-headed and stubborn and have resolve and will, because there are going to be so many excuses that you can make, and real roadblocks, like real things that are actual excuses. You know, that the door is not just going to open for you, and you can't just walk through door after door after door after door after door. There are going to be some doors where you have to actually reach your hand out and open the door to get through. Or worse yet, you're going to have to, the door will be locked, and you're going to have to find the hammer, a tool, or no, you're going to have to find a key. Go ask somebody for the key, which that's hard enough. And it's like an excuse. It's out of your way. Or you'll have to break down the door. That takes will.